everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm here in Tel Aviv. So we decided to take a break in October, knowing that the weather in England would be quite cold. So we decided to go to Tel Aviv. Now Tel Aviv is in the Middle East, for those of you that don't know, in Israel, and the weather is pretty good. The beaches are absolutely stunning, beautiful wide beaches. Another thing, on the beaches, they all have gyms. There are gyms that you can use free of charge, and they're just the ones that you just use with your own body weight. Nothing spectacular, but you'll see a lot of people working out there. You'll see a lot of people rollerblading, playing volleyball, playing paddle. It's very, very active. The lifestyle there is very active. People are very outdoorsy. You'll see people walking the streets and on the beach until very, very late at night. The beach bars are really nice. Okay, so when we arrived in Tel Aviv, we took a train from the airport downtown, and then we got a taxi. The train only cost about 22 shekels, and the taxi guy actually ripped us off. He charged us 100 shekels when we shouldn't have paid any more than 40 shekels. So this time we did an Airbnb in an area called Dizengoff. It was just off the main Dizengoff street, and usually I'm okay with an Airbnb. I do prefer a hotel, but this time I thought I'd try an Airbnb. The pictures on the website look great. However, when we arrived at the apartment, I must say it was a bit below standards for myself. I did regret not checking into a hotel. I don't want to go into it too much because the guy whose apartment it was, he was lovely, he was very helpful, and he just gave us all the information we needed, but his apartment just needed a lot of work done to it. It just wasn't comfortable. So if I were to go back to Tel Aviv, I would most definitely stay in one of the brand name hotels. There are plenty of them there. I saw the Sheraton, I saw the Carlton, and some other ones. I would definitely be staying in a five or four-star hotel, just because I don't know if that's the general standard there, but you know, I like my comforts. I like luxury, I like comfort, and I just want to stay somewhere that feels clean and looks clean and smells nice, you know. So that's one of my tips for staying in Tel Aviv, especially around the Dizengoff area. I can't say that I saw many luxury apartments, but there are plenty of luxury hotels, and I would definitely be checking into a hotel next time. The weather at that time of the year was absolutely perfect. We went in October and the weather was around 30 degrees every single day. In the evenings it dropped down to about 24, 25 degrees, but that was absolutely perfect for me. I couldn't fault the weather. And for October, that's pretty good.
Change that troubled track. My odds are stacked. Now I go back to black.
Another thing I would say is it's not like Europe, so going topless on the beach is not really an option. I didn't see anybody else topless on the beach, so I would stick to being a bit more conservative.
Silhouette on the horizon.
So when we went out to eat in the evening, I think the price was always around 150. That's £150. It certainly wasn't less than £100, and the food was good quality, I must say. However, you know, if you want to get a cheap bite to eat, there wasn't really any restaurants like that. I didn't see anything cheap and cheerful. If you're looking for a cheap holiday, Tel Aviv is not the place. I did not see any chain restaurants, so things like Nando's, Cheesecake Factory, Bella Italia, anything like that. I didn't see any chain restaurants on that level. I'm not necessarily expecting to see the same ones, but I didn't see anything on that level, because everything there is high-end. Even like the places we went for lunch, sometimes the kebab shops, you know, you just order a simple kebab and a salad or something, and you're looking at £20–30, you know, just for something really light and simple, just for lunch. You know, here you can go to Nando's, you can go Bella Italia, you can go to Frankie and Benny's. Over there was nothing on that level. You just always had to do upscale all the time, which might be a problem for some people. And you know, if you are going there, you need to have enough money. It's a very classy, sophisticated culture where people just go out for drinks, have dinner, and they don't fall about drunk and acting stupid. It's just a really nice, elegant place. And, you know, that's reflected in the price of the drinks and everything there. When it comes to tipping in Tel Aviv or Israel, it's expected between 12 and 17% is expected, and whenever they bring the bill to you, they will always remind you that the tip is not included, so they're then, you know, forcing you to make a tip or give a tip. I guess the prices for a cocktail are on par with Marbella, for example, in one of the top nightclubs or one of the beach clubs. You know, you're looking around €20 for a cocktail, which I'd say is pretty expensive. Compared to somewhere like Thailand, you can get the same cocktail for like £5–6. Okay, so when it comes to shopping in Tel Aviv, I would say they do have some unique pieces. They have a lot of boutiques, really nice, classy, upscale boutiques. However, for me personally, there wasn't enough. I can't really explain it, but the fashion just wasn't my cup of tea. Although things are very trendy, it just wasn't my style. So there are a lot of boutiques and everything's upscale, prices are high. You know, I didn't see many chain stores like high street. I didn't see many high street shops. There are a couple, but for the quality, I think the price was super high. I had a shop called Castro, for example, which would be the equivalent to Forever 21, and the prices were just sky high, you know, for what you're getting. It's really not worth it, in my opinion. I would definitely not go to Tel Aviv for shopping unless you're looking for unique pieces that you don't mind paying a lot of money for. There was a little stall selling passport holders and little purses and wallets that were made out of Mars bar wrappers, Kinder wrappers, M&Ms, things like that. I thought that was cute, so I bought 2 passport holders.
How much are those? 190. 190.
That's nice.
So getting around Tel Aviv is pretty easy. There are lots of taxis and share taxis and buses. Also, you can rent bicycles on the side of the road. I think that costs about £25 a day, if I'm not mistaken, which I find pretty expensive compared to somewhere like Spain, where I used to live. To have a bike for a day only cost about €15, so 25 was a bit more expensive.
רגועות עכשיו.
Something else that you'll notice when you're in Israel is that there are a large number of women who are in the army and are walking around in their uniforms with big guns, and you know, there are men doing the same as well. I don't know if it's mandatory that the women have to do go into the army. You'll also see people with guns, and I mean regular civilians and people in the army, and people standing outside of shops. Security guards will always have guns. So would I go back to Tel Aviv? The answer to that is yes. It's a beautiful city. People are super friendly. They're always giving compliments when you're walking down the street. And I don't mean men. I don't mean just men. Women constantly coming up to me, you know, saying how nice I looked and complimenting my outfits and things. So there's a lot to do. I would definitely go back there. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this. Bye.